All right, man, it's a home game for you. I know some of the other fighters on this card from New England have had this opportunity before. This is the first one for you. Can you even put into words what it means for a kid from Abington to step into the garden?
Yeah, no, excuse me. It's very special for me to be able to be coming out here and fighting in my hometown of Boston. I was born and raised in East Boston, right down the street from here. And when I would drive by here, I never thought I'd be able to fight in a place like this. But the UFC's giving me this opportunity today, and hope to take full advantage of it.
We just talked to your opponent, Charles Rosa, and he said you're one of the few New England guys that he hasn't had the opportunity to train with.
Yeah.
But he said that he's trained with some of your training partners. Have you heard from them? Have they given you any little tips and tricks here and there about what to expect?
Honestly, not really. Everybody's kind of because everybody respects Charles, and I feel like I get kind of a good amount of respect here locally too. And I think people have been very good about being, not stepping on toes or anything like that. And I haven't really talked to Charles too much, but he seems like a nice guy, and I feel like every opponent I get matched up with, I want to have a little bit more of a I want to make it a fight, but sometimes you see them and you're like, all right, we're friends or whatever.
And that just kind of speaks to the close knit group that New England is.
Yeah,
somebody you haven't had.
Yeah, I think at the UFC too. In general, I think a lot of times you see a lot of the guys and you're like, oh, these guys have beef, these guys have that, but sometimes it's played up for the camera too.
And he also kind of mentioned that he thought that he said he was getting asked a lot about your ground game, and he said that he felt like you may be a little bit of a one-trick pony in that department. Do you feel like if it comes to stand and trade with him that you can hang in?
Yeah, no, I don't think I'm a one-trick pony, and I think that if he thinks that, there's one way to find out, and I think we're gonna figure it out Friday.
What has this fight week been like for you? It's your first time fighting in the UFC in Boston. What has the whole week been like for you?
So when I usually go out and train other places, what I do is I land wherever I'm fighting, and then I just go walk around and I explore a little bit. I was born and raised all around here, so I don't really have much to explore. So I'm kind of walking around in circles sometimes, and then I'm like, all right, I've been here, I've done that. It feels a lot like when I used to fight locally, because it's all my people, all my family, all my friends are always talking to me, hitting me up, and they're all excited, so that's cool. That's the only real difference, I think, between fighting locally and fighting this time, besides obviously the big stage and all that.
Considering your familiarity with the area, what have you been able to do to sort of pass the time here?
Not much. Not much. I wish there was more I could be doing, but I've just been hanging in the hotel room and talking to the other fighters. So.
This has been the first time in your career that you've gone into a fight trying to get back into the win column. With the last loss, is it tough to enter that mindset where you picked up your first loss? Was it easy for you to get over?
Yeah, it was easy. In this sport, it's not about it's not about staying undefeated forever. It's not about just being perfect. I think a lot of fighters get into this because they got the butts kicked sometimes, or because they grew up with challenges, and I think that's a part of the sport. It's overcoming challenges and being able to step up and being able to recover, adapt, and improve. So.
How much better do you feel this fight week compared to the last one? Now you're up at 45. You still have to cut a pretty good amount of weight to get to 45, but how much better do you feel this time around?
I feel so. But for 135, a lot of times I would have to drain myself for 2 months first, and then the last week I'd still have 15 pounds to cut. And this is the first time I feel I get a little energy. I feel I can talk to people. I'm more tolerable. I think my friends appreciate it a little bit more too. So. I feel good so far as of right now.
So you feel home at 45?
No, I like it. I like 45.
What did you learn from your first loss?
It was my first loss professionally, but being in the gym, training with other people, I know there's bad people in me out there. I know there's people that are tougher. I know there's people that are, this, that, this. But, so I kind of grew up already knowing what it's like not always coming out on top. So for me, it's just another day. As long as you can pull yourself back together and get back in that win column, continue to perform. I don't think it's honestly, I don't really think it's that big of a deal. I know Jeremy Stevens is on this card, and he's a guy I reference to a lot because he's had plenty of ups, plenty of downs, and he's a guy that I think would be tough for anybody to be fighting. He's a veteran of the sport, and I think to become somebody like that, you have to go through the wins, you have to go through the losses, you have to, get hurt, you have to fight through injuries, all that stuff. So I think it's part of growing.
It's been 2.5 years since he's last fought. How hard is it for you to game plan for a guy that you don't know what kind of improvements he's making, what kind of changes he's making?
Yeah.
That said, what do you expect from him?
Yeah, no, I mean, I expect the best Charles Rosa that I can possibly, get. He's training with ATT. He's from, he's from the area. He's training with good schools around here, and then, he got a great record just training locally. I think him going down to Florida and training with those guys, it should be a step up. If it's not a step up, then that's fine. Like, I'll be more prepared for that.
I was talking to the fans yesterday at the open workouts. Obviously, they're all from New England.
Yeah.
And this fight got brought up, and I said, I wonder who's the crowd's going to be cheering for.
Yeah.
And the guy says to me, and I was surprised by this, he says, and Rosa doesn't even train here in New England. He's down in Florida. He's like, I'm cheering for Manny. Yeah. He really, truly represents New England.
Yeah.
Do you agree with that? You think you represent New England harder than he does?
Yeah, first of all, I really appreciate that, and it makes me happy to hear that people view me as kind of the New England guy. It's tough to say with him because he is out there trying to find a better, I don't know what his situation was before he went down there, but he took two years off and he's out there looking for the best training he can get. So I can't knock him for it, but at the same time, his nickname's Boston Strong, isn't it? Like, what's he doing in Florida? So, well, I mean, that's stupid though. It's a trivial thing. I think I represent New England more though.
Coming off your first loss and fighting in the Garden now, do you feel any pressure to have another great first-round submission, or is that not even on your mind?
I just want to bring the best fight I can possibly bring. It would be great to have a finish. It would be great to finish him quick, but at the same time, I'm ready for a fight too. And also, BSU Bears.
How about a prediction? How do you win?
I know I just said that, but I think first-round submission. Yeah, so quick fight, hopefully.